the DPC in Div 1. It's a sad day, but Dota will make it a lot better for all of us involved. Radiant side here, they have techies, which means they have the most annoying hero. How do their lanes go on the side of PSG.LGD?
You've got techies Timber. It's not the ultimate kill lane. Like techies has some better lane partners, definitely, but it's still really damn strong. Even as a Morphling, you need to be careful not to morph down way too low. But why is Morphling good here? Like, he can morph into first Void, obviously, right? Use time dilation, use time walk. It's really good. Take away his attack speed later on with tags. But also into Timber. Just sack all of his HP. You get like 1,000 later on. You take a lot out of these universal heroes. So that's why they picked Morphling. Plus, Ghost maybe wants to prove himself a little bit. On the other side, you have Shiro, who's been considered the best Morphling in the region. So, you know, maybe there's a little bit of pride here too.
Ah, I see. So if I can beat that Morphling, then I know.
Yeah.
Then I am legit. Okay. I like it. We're going to see what he's able to accomplish here. I guess another positive thing about Morphling is that he buys Manta style. So that's going to help tremendously in a game like this. Can disjoint the shackle shot. Just good stats overall. And let's go. Game on, baby. Xtreme Gaming versus the side of PSG.LGD. And speaking of Manta style as an item, they need some on the side of LGD, or at least need like early BKBs or something. Dispel mechanics versus the global. Does feel like a good game for DY. And unfortunately for him, he can't outclick Shiro, so they do not get the bonus bounty rune.
Why you smile, trying to run away with the Voodoo Restoration. Is he gonna be fine? Let's see. They have Shockwave. Is he? They have Shockwave and another Fate Bolt in a second. He's dead.
Will they reach him? Oh shit! They actually reached him. How did? Wait. Oh, I see. Because he went to this the right-hand side. Didn't go left. Okay, so he was close enough to Kaka to zap.
Yeah, the Shockwave as well. Nice. I think he'd zap him anyway, because the range is never what it looks like. There's always a little bit more on the zap. It feels that way, at least. But okay.
Right, Kaka, good stuff. First blood to be picked up off of Why You Smile. But they only got 2 bounties, so they're not gonna wait. No, wait, how many? Only 2. Okay, so they're not gonna get the auto win from this.
Okay, yeah. So the curse of 3 bounties and a kill will not hit LGD.
Nope. I don't think we've seen even a single game where that has not come to pass. But middle, Papa versus NTS. Papa should, I anticipate him doing okay. Ghost though, gonna just be forced into a very early morph here. Just a bit of an awkward place to be.
It's fine.
A surprising amount of damage from techies.
Yeah, but it's fine. Our observers are professionals. They know when morphing is just morphing, when it's just that good attribute shift. Else, like, imagine if we had some automatic directed camera on low HP. Every time morph shifts, oh my god. Switch up.
Be a very stressful experience watching that game. Yet another reason to hate Morphling, Liz.
Yeah, he can trick you. But every time he drops low, it's also an opportunity to get zapped by something like a power shot or just a timber. Why you smile? He might be very dead. He's very dead.
Uber dead. Woo! Yeah. On the wrong side of the tier 1 tower there. Absolutely no way for him to get out. Skewer, or lift into Skewer. Very good combination.
Yeah, this is old school, right? Like Rubik, Magnus, Rubik, Centaur. These are very old school combos. Rubik and Magnus have been a partner for a long time on the soft lane. I remember even when Empower was maxed out, he just cast that on Rubik. He's ranged. He wins most of these fights.
This top lane, let's observe how it's going so far. XG, of course, already even gotten a couple of kills on bottom. Ghost and DY, they're just farming. Just farming. We know that Timbersaw also just wants to farm right now. So it does feel like bottom is the place to be if we want any action to be happening on the map right now. Unless DY massively steps out of position on the silencer.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, maybe they can take down Timber before he gets Timber Chain, but probably no fight. Oh,
Mid lane! Paparazzi got outplayed by Planet. What a boss. Planet knew that a bounty was going to spawn. He came, he parked, he waited, and as soon as the storm comes into range, blast off, sticky bomb.
That was really nice. Yeah, that was very nicely done. They have this ward, but I don't think that was the one that scouted even Storm. He just waited in the right spot. Nice move, nice move. But it also is enabled by the Timber, right? You know, okay, this Timber probably will not get killed or zoned out. I can easily move away mid.
More pressure that the side of XG has to suffer now on the back of that death. More farm for NTS. Still though, their own core heroes are, for the most part, getting what they need, except for the Morphling. He's been zoned back a little bit behind the tower at the moment. Can't farm as easily as he'd like to. And soon you can start doing this permanently, right, as new. Ghost can't zone you back just yet as Morphling. It's one of the sucky things about him. I mean, most offlaners can do this, but Morphling suffers more than most at the moment.
No, Planet jumps in on top. He might be dead here. He didn't hit the blast off. Yeah.
Oh, no.
-2.
Oh, no, and DY has slaves. Oh, GG, boy.
Yeah, he didn't hit blast off. They tried to go on DY and, well, unfortunate, but he should be happy. He still got that kill on mid lane, right? And now he can TP mid, refill the bottle for nothing to say. Probably, let's see. He's pinging it out. Yeah. He will do that.
Nothing to say, telling him, dude, I need you to blast, do something. I need a bottle charges.
Yeah,
I don't care if you die or not.
And you can see how Planet is. Like, the position where he TP'd made me think that they want to go on Storm, actually. But now he's scouted out. Now he goes top, but Rubik is TPing top.
Indeed he is, and he's trying to chase down New. He's being body blocked at the moment. 1 second until Timber Chain. But Kaka's telekinesis gets there even faster. Beautifully done by XG. And then they're going to still rotate middle to potentially protect the Storm and or kill off the techies if they can find them. They're going in. They see Planet, but okay, the priority was NTS. So Planet will interrupt this, drops a sticky bomb. However, they're still doing so much damage onto this Wind Ranger. NTS in danger. Kaka, though, can't find the angle to get off the telekinesis. So they'll just have to let him go.
Yeah. Why You Smile as well is here. They're playing
your favorite
this
6-party middle.
Yeah, 6-party middle at the 6-minute mark. Always the same. Storm gets a nice, juicy region rune, but he's not 6 yet, so it doesn't help all that much, but it is useful.
Well, with our supports doing regular shenanigans with each other, that does leave just cores farming away. Who's happier with these set of circumstances? I mean, JT is getting quite a lot of net worth out of this, but so is the Timber and the Faceless Void. So who's winning right now with a more quiet game?
I feel like everyone is just happy to farm. As a Magnus, you can't zone out the Void. As a Void, you probably will not be zoning out the Magnus. On top lane, same thing. Like, Morphling will farm and heal up easily. He's sitting on 300 HP, you won't zone him. Timber, as long as he's got the stacks, you won't kill him as well. He's got a Vanguard now too. I feel like this, complete opposite to the last game. When it comes to the laning stage, at least. It's on Sumail. Sorry, it's on. Every time I see Storm, I'm Sumail. It's on Paparazzi and Nothing to Say to make a difference. And
the Storm Spirit does have level 6, and he does have 12-1 charges, some raindrops, so could easily see him make a move, but he might just wait till 8 minutes and see if maybe a haste can pop up for him or something, or a DD.
Nothing
She
to
went
say
to the
was,
top lane with Wind Ranger, but they don't find anything just yet.
He was just 1 second away from DY. If he was just a little bit faster, it'd get him. Bot lane, there's an RP actually used on Shiro. He doesn't have Time Walk.
Now they go onto the Silencer in the top lane first and foremost, though. They do manage to kill him off, and now a Shackle with Maledict onto Ghost. He's in danger on the Morphling, but he is going to stay alive. And here comes Storm Spirit. Paparazzi finally coming in. They bring down this Timbersaw. And it's just going to be a 1-for-1 affair. Power shot does connect onto Ghost, but the Maledict tick just expires before the hit comes. So no bonus damage.
Yeah, and on bottom lane, the RP that was used really didn't do anything, so good that we remained on top. Yeah, like why Storm's so good, why is he picked a lot into Timber? Just because of that, you can hunt him down, you can prevent him from using Timber Chain as well, just by pulling him back in with Electric Vortex. And overall, just the mixed damage that you bring, magical and right clicks, it definitely hurts the Timber.
Speaking of hurts, they're trying to hurt JT right now, as they really want to kill him. They have Chronosphere to be able to commit for this, and they do indeed. There is no level 6 on Witch Doctor, but NTS did pop a Haste Druid, makes his presence known here, and will ensure that they can get the kill. Unfortunately, Why You Smile is the one credited with it. Bit unsad for NTS, who made such a big move. But nonetheless, it's a dead JT, and that's all they really wanted.
Yeah, not unfortunate if you're Why You Smile. Then you're happy. Like, needs, what, 20 more gold, has that Pavis.
Nice.
A lot of Voodoo Restoration heals, plus the shield on top. Yeah, feels like a good Witch Doctor game. And I just can't get over that Kasky isn't skilled anymore. Like, this is... I don't know, they need to change the hero. Like, get out of here, man. Like, Witch Doctor without Kasky, it's... Without, oh yeah, look at it go. Come on.
Look at it go.
Yeah, I'm
telling you, the future is a stunless future. Embrace it, Liz.
Okay, it can be stunless. Just make Cask do something else. I just want to see it bounce around.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, how about when you throw out a cask, it steals 100 HP per hero it bounces on and distributes it back to heal in a certain AoE radius. So like within 700 radius, each bounce of the cask, that's a heal in that radius for your team. And damage, of course, to the enemy. How about that?
Sure. I'll accept that. Anything but this.
Oh, he might end up dead on the Witch Doctor now as he's posturing around a rune spot. But it's a 6-hero party yet again. 10 minutes in. Let's see who's going to come away much happier with this party. There's a sticky bomb down on the floor, but he is quite tanky. He does still eventually die, but he sets off for a 2-hero bomb blast from the techies, who might lead them into a bigger team fight victory. That being said, though, Ghost has now shown up to render assistance for his team. They didn't have enough damage to kill after the blast off stun, so the rest of XG can show up, kill off the Wind Ranger, and that opens up the space for this tier 1 tower through the mid lane. It's not a 12 minutes Lizard, but at 10 minutes with the Sea Dragon, Xtreme Gaming are here to secure the tier 1.
Yeah, this looked really, really nice from them. Like both the Morphling and the Mag rotating in. My only question is, did it hurt them? Because Void absolutely free farming, also pushing in bottom lane. Like you're wasting a little bit of your time that you could have been farming. But overall, Ghost's rotation definitely didn't hurt them. That was pretty on point. Rotates in, takes nothing to save form, and kills off the Wind Ranger.
They want revenge, though, on the side of LGD, as they're smoked up to head towards him. He doesn't have any allies nearby, but the scan! Oh my god, who is the genius on XG? We threw out that scan. 1 second later, he's probably dead. It comes at the perfect moment, so that's going to keep this Morphling alive for now.
Right, we need scan tracker as well. I'm done with this. A team has used this. Actually, no, wait. I scan not on purpose way too many times, and I always blame someone else. Don't change that.
Add the scan tracker. I want to know exactly who it was. Who's spamming J in my chats, in my games? It's their turn to smoke now on the side of Xtreme. And they're drawing a circle exactly around where Shiro is bottom, but Shiro also has good game sense, and he moves to the top side. We see so many of these moves happen where at high level Dota, everyone's just mirroring each other, and you don't get these surprise jumps as a result.
I feel like even maybe a little bit less in the last month, because the game has changed so drastically that objectives have changed and teams aren't on the same page what needs to be done. But yeah, the last week, more or less, you can see a lot of mirrored movements. Why you smile?
Somebody came through a twin gate, and somebody's gonna be sent through the fountain gate. Why you smile? Sorry, buddy. We'll at least make them work for it with the Pavis, but Still ends up dead.
He's just showing off his item. That's all.
He's like, I bought a new Pavis. What's up, boys? Let me shine a bit. Well, while he was showing off that, JT just got a Crimson Guard for his team. So Wind Ranger and Faceless Void. If Magnus is around, sorry, you're not doing damage. At least not right now. It's going to take a while to build up the necessary items.
Yep. And with that Crimson, he's also pretty safe, right? He can still die to some Maledict Chronosphere, but they will have to commit a lot, so just continues to push bottom, farm up. 1,000 gold already on top of that Crimson. Not sure like which team should be more nervous about the state of the game right now. I feel like everyone is happy just farming up for now.
Yeah. Faceless Void bought a Midas. Morphling. I'm not gonna go on the extended rant again, but it takes a while before he can do anything, so he must just farm. Storm though has a double damage rune, and they do still have the global silence, and they have unfinished business with the tier 1 middle. But at the same time, there's also unfinished business on the Rubik's life, as they commit the first chrono of the game.
Yeah, but
that succeeds anyway, and they get the kill.
That's mid tower instantly. When you see that commitment on top, when you see that the two of the heroes are there. Planet
might actually die here, zipped back and dragged in by Paparazzi with a double damage rune.
Nice attempt,
and that
though.
should be enough to kill. Yeah. He tried. That was actually pretty cool.
Nice try, blasting off on the creeps there, hoping that they might kill him, take his life instead. JT will take the Ancients instead. Snatching those.
This is the second time we've seen this today, right? Where Diacide, as they're winning, go directly into Radiant Triangle and snatch stacks whilst they're busy farming like around tier 1 area.
Yeah. I feel like teams needs to, nothing to say, RP'd.
He's so dead. And to make matters worse, DY is right next to him, so he can't even rely on reinforcements because they'll have the global silence. The wind run will buy him some time, but eventually he will end up dead. The TP out from the Magnus. Oh no. If While You Smile had the coconut, they could have killed Magnus. But he doesn't.
There you go. Where are you at now, stun haters?
Still though, very big kill for them to find. And the man who set it all up, JT, just picked up a Blink Dagger. And this could prove problematic. Him having this Blink now does mean that they could, even without the RP, there's more opportunities to displace heroes. Well, maybe not except Timber. Timber should be fine, but everybody else is going to feel a little bit skittish about being on the map right now. But they're still going to go on this Timber. He gets lifted to interrupt the Timber chain back, but it was a trap. Beautiful chain shot. 2 heroes caught inside it. JT should still end up dead, but they take New down with him. DY trying to run himself away from NTS. NTS coming through with the wind run, and the final right click does secure the kill. Kaka now. He might be a potential target. Sticky Bomb chases him, Shackle Shot slows him, and the rest of LGD finish him. 3 heroes will fall. XG tried to defend that, and they just did not have the power, so they'll lose their heroes and the tier 1.
Yeah, I feel like they needed to be punished the way they were going on Timber. I don't think they had Vessel charges there on Rubik as well, so they just went... There's one now after he died, yeah, but they just went on the Timber. The tankiest hero on LGD's side. And they also didn't have global, right? So taking that fight from the get-go, you don't have one of your biggest tools to fight with.
Was it fairly surprising jump, given, like you said, how tanky the Timbersaw is? Definitely don't think that's going to be happening again. What they might do is put their attention towards heroes like Planet, who's walking around all alone underneath an observer ward down bottom, but they don't know where he's at. Or they don't know where his allies are at. His allies are indeed coming to this area. Here they come. We're looking for the pincer. There is still an RP from JT, but he can't use it if he's inside the chrono. Him and Storm caught in, but there's an even better global silence thrown in by DY. And now they want to turn the fight. Looking for Shiro. Shiro getting lifted back. JT finds the RP. It gets 3 heroes. Ghost comes in with the waveform, and they clean up the Faceless Void. Ghost, though, has to run away because they drop down the Death Ward. And they do kill off DY on the north part of the fight. Xtreme Gaming. Some cool spells came there. 3 heroes inside the RP. A very good global. But ultimately, all they can get out of it is Shiro's life.
Oh yeah, but that's pretty good, right? Like you take down the position 1, you're slowing him down. Morphling is farming.
Let's see if they get more though. If they can get this, this becomes even better. Silver Edge came out, but with too many heroes streaming in, they feel very uncomfortable sticking around.
Rubik.
Kaka gets blasted off, and he will be killed off. This is, guys, Kaka, you need to tip your team and complain. Kaka didn't want to be there. Storm is like, bro, let's go. We can get this kill. And then once he realizes we can't, Storm is the one that leaves. Betrayal.
Yeah, he's one of those friends that hypes you up and then just doesn't show up, you know?
Yep.
Hypes you, and then, yeah, I have something. My stomach hurts. I can't go, sorry. But
And he tells you this when you're already inside the club.
yeah, exactly. Or tells you like at 12 p.m., yo, Snare, let's go out. And then at like 1 p.m., he's like, yo, sorry, Snare, I need to sleep. Did that ever happen to you?
More times than I can count, my friend.
Something similar, I'm sure. Anyways, let's see. There's no RP, but Chrono will be up in 40 seconds. So I should take a chill pill. Nothing is going to happen for a bit.
Going back to farming. Shiro wants to finish off his Mjolnir. This Lotus Orb needs to be finished for the Magnus. Ghost still needs his Aghanims. By the way, JT, every single game we've seen him play Magnus has always been a different build, right? The one game he went for that Yule Scepter, which was really good. Now he's gone for the Crimson into Lotus Orb. JT's always been one of those players. He very rarely has like a build he does. He always seems to like look at the game, assess what he feels he needs, and then purchase accordingly.
I think that says a lot about his proficiency on a certain hero. Like, if you aren't super good on a hero, I feel like you get stuck in new bottom lane. Storm is TPing in, and the zip is there. Can he catch him?
He's trying to. They have managed to deplete most of his mana pool on New. He is in trouble. Does have a healing Lotus though, and he's too deep.
That's too deep already.
As well.
Yeah. If you catch him next to the tower, okay, then you can go. But that was too deep. Instead, they smoke up.
See if they can find somebody here. Timber, so they would really hate to catch him again, but they might come across Wind Ranger. They do find Timber. Maledict will be down onto JT. He's struggling a lot here, and he should end up dead. Chrono on the 3 heroes. There will be a global silence. However, they're going directly on the Kaka. The global does end up elapsing just as the Chronosphere finishes. They're trying to run from XG. Kaka left behind and killed. DY doesn't have a mobility spell, so he'll be in the same position as well. The rest of XG, though, have managed to flee, keeping the Morph and the Storm alive, but that seems to be a situation that keeps repeating, Liz. Morph and Storm live, everyone else dies, and LGD very happy about it.
Yeah, because they have the most mobility, right? Like, even in the Chronosphere, you could see Faceless Void just didn't even want to go on Storm. Instead, he went to Androvic. He's like, yeah, I can't get this guy. Let me clean up everyone else. But the biggest problem here, obviously, was the Mag. Like, he jumps in. The smoke was good, but they expected perhaps only the Timber there. They got more than they bargained for. And with Mag dying, you don't have RP, right? Like, it's just a sad fight.
Really is becoming very evident how reliant they are on the RP to accomplish their teamfight goals here. I mean, without it, what is their teamfight? They have global, that's it. But they don't have any control on top of that. And until they have Aghanim Scepter on Storm, I feel like it's all down to JT.
Yeah, truth be told, that global has been super useful so far. Just preventing any spells to be used after the Chronosphere. So you can't even expect that ward combo with the Chronosphere. It's just never gonna happen. Global just cuts everything after. Rosh, though, taken.
Yep. First Aegis of the game is dropped. It will be traded for some tier 1 tower top damage, but because they didn't know what was happening, they couldn't fully commit for that exchange. It's still a close game, though. LGD, yes, they have this Aegis now. They are farming away on this Void. But Morphling is still getting money, and so is JT. In fact, the only one who's really struggling in the net worth department is Storm. And even then, he's not that far behind, right?
Yeah, it's all about, I would say, this Morphling finishing off Aghanims. He's on top of the net worth charts. Aghanims is up in 230 gold, so a couple of creep camps. And he's got it. It kind of changes the game, I feel like.
Absolutely. Of all the heroes that do not want to lose attack speed as a right-clicker, I think Faceless Void is really high up there. So this Axe will make a huge difference for the fortunes of Xtreme Gaming. And who's going to get this shard from LGD? It goes to Techies. Okay, improved reactive taser. Guess that's fine.
I think both of them are pretty good. Witch Doctor would enjoy it quite a lot too. Like Voodoo Switcheroo. I feel like it's one of those shards that you actually buy on Witch Doctor. That's how much you want it.
Game has yet again stalled out somewhat. Xtreme Gaming playing as a full 5-hero unit on their side of the map. They do not want any truck with getting caught alone by this LGD lineup. However, the way that they're standing might still do something soon after they finish off this Tormentor. They just got a Sanj and Kaya for the Storm Spirit.
It looked like they wanted to smoke up after, but Silencer is on like 15% HP. Time to go base, heal up, boy. I can't do anything. Wait for me, team. I almost died.
It's always so sad when you want to connect these moves, but then Tormentor just did so much damage. You're like, all right, fine. I guess we just have to farm.
At least heroes aren't dying anymore. You know, like there were so many deaths in the first couple of weeks of the patch. Even at the major, I remember supports dying. Even cores a couple of times. New? Yeah. That Timber Chain, man, that's just bullshit right there. The same moment, like he didn't really see Magnus. Magnus was just jumping in. And Newell was Timber Chaining away at the same time.
Sometimes life is just nice to you, you know? These moments happen, you just feel good. All the stars are aligning. For example, these bombs planted in by Planet, ensuring that the potential for a smoke gank just can't happen. So this Timber can play super safely right now. Not a care in the world.
Well, JTRP.
Glimpse back, no? Will they actually kill him? They do. Okay. Wow, they actually died really fast. Jesus Christ. Whoa.
Can someone clip this for, please? I love that. Timber saw safest in the world around his mines, can do whatever he wants, dies like in a millisecond. I love that.
That is what we call the caster's curseless.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm doing it 24/7 as well. Why you smile?
He's gonna end up in an awkward position. The Chronosphere will come in. 4 heroes caught inside of it that are enemies. Unfortunately, JT's on the outside, so he's able to finish off the Witch Doctor. And now they're turning onto JT. And they should be able to kill him off with NTS's arrival as well. Okay. So that's a Chronosphere popped. However, that's not cheap. Chrono and a BKB charge for the life of that Magnus.
They want to go back in. The Aegis will be reclaimed in 1 minute. It looked like they wanted to go in, but no, they moved back instead. They understand the same thing that you do. If there's no Chrono, if there's no BKB on the Void, you can easily take a fight.
Mid lane, they threw out some Eternal Chains onto Papa, but does have an Illusion Rune to get himself easily out of trouble. He's cool, chilling. So with the way that the game is right now, obviously Aegis is about to be reclaimed, like you mentioned, who also do have the full Aghanim Scepter on the Morphling, and he's closer to another +1 item. So what's the overall game state? Who feels in a better position in the game?
I don't know. For me, it feels like even though they had the Aegis, they couldn't really push the tempo that much on LGD. But so far, all their teamfights looked really damn good. However, they never got hit by the Axe Morph, right? So I have to wait and see that first. Ghost actually has a Sacred Relic on top of the Aghanims now.
Holy shit. Where did he get this Ghost?
Straight up into the Nullifier. I feel like Nullifier became the #1 item for all right-clickers.
Probably also coincides quite starkly with the rise of Wind Ranger every game.
Yep. They smoke up. perhaps they can find that Wind Ranger.
They're also walking around with a newly poured gem given towards the Storm Spirit. So they can turn this into a de-warding adventure as well.
So,
Goddamn techies!
yeah, you can't smoke up against that hero anymore.
This is so frustrating to watch.
Yeah, see, just look at them. LGD knows exactly what's up. They're hiding behind their Timber Saw. He's gonna lead the charge.
Yeah.
It's a bit
They're
easier.
smoke up themselves.
Yeah. It's a bit easier for them, right? Like they just put Timber in front and
Crucially, they don't have to worry about random mines giving away the position. They will come across the silencer. Glimmer Cape will be used just to buy space and time, but he knows he's dead. No way he survives this one. Just leave him. Actually, leave him. Leave him. Leave him, leave him, leave him, leave him, leave him. And they do decide to leave him. They bounce. But for LGD as well, they don't feel all that great that all they could get out of this was a lonely silencer.
yeah, you just have to use this now to perhaps de-ward your side of the map, but it doesn't look like they will do that. They don't have a gem, right? They don't.
They just got one.
Okay, yeah. So now Why You Smile can actually go and do his stuff. That's more about that smoke. Like that smoke was more about, yeah, if we find something, sure, we can use the chrono, we can fight. If not, we take back the map control. Look at all these couriers flying bottom. Holy hell, man. Esquadrille.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is this like those migratory patterns of all these birds?
Murmurations of couriers.
Ooh, I like that actually. Must be part of the new updates. Make all couriers even faster.
Yeah, if they
And allow them to actually attack.
Yeah, if they fly together, they confuse you.
How about if you can use items on couriers only if there's one or more couriers in vicinity of each other?
Oh damn! Now you're talking. My team will never use never get a single item. They'll be too confused. I'd be too confused now. What the hell?
To further incentivize it, we'd make it that using items on the courier is always 0 mana cost. 0 mana cost and half the cooldown. There we go.
Using item on the courier. You want to go back to that era. Do you know we had a time when Dagon courier was a thing?
I remember these days. Yeah. Those fun times. It was actually awful. If those of you who weren't there, be glad you weren't. But, you know, nostalgia blinds us to the awfulness of the present.
We just have to go back to the good old buy courier, please time, you know. Buy Kurica,
at the beginning of the game, everyone rolls. Lowest roll.
Yeah.
Please up courier.
Please up courier, yeah. As a position 5, you always have like, you're like a kid with a football, you know, like you always have something. Yeah, you can play mid, but I'm buying your courier, bro. Do you want to mess with me?
Smoke on smoke action right now over this Roshan pit because of how important the big man's revival will be. It is a fairly long one. There was 2.5 minutes. And DY, he pops a very early global silence. He's going to die for this. And now they don't have a global. Shiro looking for a target for his Chronosphere. BKB Chrono onto the Morphling. There will be an RP though, dragging Timber and Void outside of the Chronosphere, keeping the Morph alive. And now they're trying to turn and fight here. Death Ward though, look at it go from Why You Smile. Not going to be enough to keep the Timber alive as he gets blown up by Ghost. And they're not done with this fight just yet. With this Aghanim Scepter, he wants more. He turns into the Timber Soul, goes deeper in the fray. Was looking for Why You Smile, didn't find him. Does get held in position by the Shockwave. But look how disciplined they're being on XG. They will not overextend. They really want these Aegis. And the fight looks like it's finally petering out as LGD lick their wounds and try to head back on the other side of the map.
Yeah, they don't have the Chrono anymore. They don't have Timber. 4 versus 5. No way to take that fight. I love, by the way, they use the Chrono and absolutely no damage is dealt.
Yeah. Great RP by JT. This is again, remember that first time we saw him play this Magnus in the DPC? And he was extraordinarily patient with using the actual RP spell. Looks like we're having a similar situation here. Where he's only trying to use it when he knows for a fact it's going to be uber effective in the fight.
Yep. the RP was effective, but also Ghost instantly morphing into Timber. Just, yeah, you're not killing that Morphling. He gains way too much with the Aghanims. 20% stats stolen, a lot of strength, a lot of everything from the poor old Timber.
Oh, interesting little switch up here. They give Ghost the Aegis and Storm Spirit the cheese. All right, I guess they're banking on if there's ever a such circumstance where Ghost gets caught in Chrono, he might be on too low Agi. At least that guarantees he lives, you know? I guess they also trust Paparazzi. They're like, dude, you're a good enough Storm. If you get caught in this game, it's kind of on you. So here's cheese, enjoy life.
And he's been doing a great job so far. Caught or killed only once, right? So the global as well in that last fight. Yeah, it came a little bit too early. You'd rather counterplay the Chrono or something with it, but it was still solid and he had to use it. He was being gone on.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
4,000.
Rather use it too soon and then nothing happens and use it too late, right?
Yeah. 4K gold on Paparazzi. He's getting that hex. Once you get the hex, Shiro's game becomes a little scarier. Like from that point onwards, I feel like they have enough control for him, for Windranger as well.
What concerns me is neither Shiro nor Nothing to Say are anywhere close towards having an MKB. And Ghost is thinking about a butterfly. And yeah, Shiro has a butterfly of his own coming soon. However, there's other ways for them to deal with this Faceless Void. This game is not starting to look that easy, and soon this Morphling is also going to have level 20. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think we're there, Liz. We're at the Water Boy is scary mark. Now it's all about how they can figure out a way to deal with this very aggressive H2O.
Do you still hate him?
Overall, yeah.
Overall,
But we're
still,
at the point.
No-
we're at
nothing
the point
changed.
now where it's good. Yeah. No, nothing changed. I'm consistent in my hate.
We'll do switcheroo.
Nice.
New. He's a little bit deep, right? A little bit.
Slightly. We'll see if he can get himself out of here. No, he cannot. Well, it would have been an okay move if he was able to at least get the Wisdom Rune. Sadly, though, he could not. Just ends up dead. The one who took the Wisdom Rune also takes his life. Oh, boy.
Yeah, this next fight is gonna be kind of interesting. I believe they did see. I'm not sure, but I think they did see the butterfly on Faceless Void. Because Morphling already switching things up, queuing up the MKB, and he's gonna have it in 800 gold. So everything that PSG.LGD is doing, it feels like XG is one step ahead. This point at least. But even with the MKB, if you get chronoed, you're not gonna get to hit. So maybe they can take down the Morphling.
See what they can accomplish. Planet with his mines gave them enough heads-up awareness that XG was coming, that they are able to get into the base safely. And Planet's actually sticking on the outside. Shackle Shot does connect onto Ghost, and they might take away the
that's
first
huge.
life really quickly. And they've
Chrono.
done so, and they still have a Chronosphere. They drop it down on top of him. There's going to be the global silence, but they do not have the damage to kill him, do they? No, they don't. RP will get thrown in as well after the stolen Chrono was used by our Kaka Rubik. They're just trying to get out of here, though. They have no hope of actually winning this fight. JT, he's the one that's going to get left behind and blown up as the rest of Xtreme Gaming are trying to get themselves out of here. DY is also not going to have an exit route. So he gets brought down during the fight, or at least after the RP. They did pass Ghost the cheese and he ate it.
Yeah.
But man, what a fight for PSG.LGD.
Storm, he has very low amount of mana, but the region rune, that region, yeah, helping out.
Tower is under attack.
Okay, so they handed the cheese to Ghost, right? And he was like, yeah, should I use it, should I not? He was morphing down, you know, thinking about it. And then a power shot just flies by his ears, you know, right next to him. Okay, he's like, yeah, I'm eating the cheese.
That would have been so funny if he died as they gave him the cheese and he didn't want to use it.
Yeah, that's
LGD,
That's one
After
of
that
those.
fight, they're like, yeah.
That's one of those character-breaking things. They're going in.
Let's see if they have enough character to hold this base right now as they go in. Vortex thrown in onto the Faceless Void. However, Morphling was the big target. He got caught in by NTS and just completely cleaved down. No buyback available for Ghost. The lane of Rax seems almost certain to fall here. JT has Blink Dagger, but he doesn't have RP for another 35 seconds.
It's
And
crazy.
Kaka, there's no big ultimates to steal.
Yeah, it's crazy how hard this game has turned. Like, just a couple of minutes ago, you had the Aegis on Morphling, you were pushing high ground, and now you don't have Aegis, you don't have Cheese. You don't have RP for 15 more, so you can't engage, really.
Paparazzi really wants to jump in with this Hex, but who can he go on? They just want the racks on the LGD. They presumably will leave. There's a tier 2 down bottom, so they can't get the full megas. And I think Xtreme Gaming will be very happy to watch these LGD heroes go. And like you say, minutes ago it was them mounting a push, but now you have 2 lanes of super creeps to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know how happy you are looking at them as they leave your base in shambles, but at least you have a single lane to play with. The problem is that that's just so much gold swing, right? That went LGD's way. And you know, the only way they defend their high ground and win versus that Aegis Morphling is if they kill the Morphling while he still has the Aegis. And that's what they managed to do. Like, they killed him while he had the Aegis without using the chrono. So you can use that chrono on his next life. And yeah, they don't get him in the next chrono, but still.
I mean, even them escaping with the Morphling's life still required massive investment from XG. They had to pop Global, they had to pop a stolen chrono, they had to pop RP. And they still handedly lost that engagement and almost lost the Morphling anyway.
Yeah, they had to retreat, bottom line, right? And they lost a couple of heroes on it. So...
Well, we have a very interesting game on our hands. LGD. Yes, they are favored. They are in a win position. But as we've just seen, things can still change. On the bright side, though, they have what has always been regarded as the late-game hero. You've got Faceless Void, so you'll always have Chronosphere to deploy in these fights. So the question is, Lizard, now what? What's the plan for Xtreme Gaming? Are we just waiting for the next Roche? Who can we even force a fight on at this point?
I feel like
we just picked up a refresher on Magnus? Okay.
That's big. Yeah, you get 2 of these RPs. Perhaps that's enough time to kill off the Faceless Void. But at the same time, it's so much easier for LGD, right? The ultimate carry of the game is the Chronosphere, eventually. If you can get on top of him, though, if you can eliminate him before that happens, which is very unlikely, then you have a fair shot of taking the Aegis. Also, what's the ultimate counter to the Void is the buybacks, right? So maybe if you're fighting somewhere close to your base and you have those buybacks or ways to getting back into the fight, you can bait out the chrono, buyback, fight again.
We just have a quick moment of silence for Kaka and DUI with how much money they've had to spend on smoke because of damn planets, mines popping everywhere. Can't move on the map. A third one, literally 3 smokes.
Yeah.
Back to back to back. Oh my god, this has to work for XG.
It's just the hero brings way too much. This goddamn techie he brings way too much to the table.
Tell me about it, brother. Storm Spirit will pop the double damage rune. They're waiting on the outskirts here. They have awareness of where these heroes are. The question is finding a clean jump.
Look at JT.
Shiva's God thrown in, and JT positioned in such a careful place, waiting to make this backline jump.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Ah, he's scouted. Where
Does
they
he?
go?
Does he? Does he? Does he? Does he? Can he skewer away? No, they caught him. There's the RP though. He's just dragged the Faceless Void back towards his team.
No
Global
mana.
Silence will come out as well. Do they have enough damage to get this kill? Look at the Void. He's falling low, and he's actually freaking dead. At the same same time, though, NTS going ham in this fight with this Wind Ranger. Shackle shot now onto the Morphling, and they should be able to kill him off. Eternal Chains onto Paparazzi. He needs to run the hell away. New will be able to suss out and catch the silencer.
Okay.
NTS cancels the TP and cancels off his life. So 4 heroes dead. Even though the RP led to a kill on the Faceless Void, oh my god, the other 2 cores, they just did not have a plan to deal with.
Yeah, like we've been talking about the Void and all of his items and what he's doing, but it's a new Timber Saw, remember? And it's nothing to say playing whatever he's playing on the mid lane, so he's making this Wind Ranger work as well. This looked so bad for JT. Especially because he refreshed here and he didn't have enough mana for the second RP. If Void lives here, of course, it's a complete disaster, but it's a disaster as is. Like, you're still losing, most likely, the last set of your barracks. Let's see. 10 seconds before the Magnus is back up. Do they have enough time?
Yeah.
I feel like they do. With techies, that should be Megas.
Paparazzi jumps in, pops BKB. Not really sure about this one. Not gonna be able to find anything, and they'll soon have to retreat. Full Megas are online. Man, what a fight. What a time to be alive. PSG.LGD. That's the second time that it's happened in this game list, where they are playing more or less evenly. They get one strong fight and immediately convert it into a mass amount of objectives.
Yeah, that was the high ground push when Morphling still had the ages, but this last fight, okay, after killing off the Void, I really thought they had it. But nothing to say, and Timber breaking things apart. And I just love also we're talking about techies and everything that he's bringing to the table. Well, he's also bringing some extra damage for everyone, right? Like the proximity mines and the fact that they reduce your magic resistance. It's also huge for a hero such as Timber, just running around, dishing out, pure dishing out. The Shiva's damage, Wind Ranger as well, proccing.
What's even crazier is the Timber Saw in that last fight also had access to a Martyr's Blade. So, with this, killing people is gonna suck. It's gonna be very difficult to accomplish. Maybe one more fight though, as they are all respawned, they all have their ultimates, and LGD are all inside their base. 2 heroes caught with the Eternal Chains. DY, is he gonna die here? Of course he will. He does have buyback though, and JT found the RP onto the Void, but where is the follow-up? There's gonna be the Global, and the Chronosphere though, on the 3 heroes. JT can't get back home, and he just ends up dead. They go now onto the Silencer. Ghost, the lone survivor, but he's dragged back in, killed back off, and the game itself is ended off. GG, well played is called. Paparazzi will zip this way and that, but it will not change anything as the Ancient still falls, and LGD claim the Game 1 victory over Xtreme Gaming.